Now, guys, we were actually just discussing this before we popped in here. Um, this morning when I saw Twitter, I assumed that, my God, a lot of my traders are going to get slammed in this because this is a very beautiful, bull elephant bar plus that you can buy right into. It does meet the criteria of a stop and reverse though, because the criteria for a stop and reverse is little to no follow through. So you got little to no follow through up here, and a relatively immediate removal um, of your the reason for your trade. And if there is a time frame that shows it the most clearly, it's the 5-minute. And so if you remember, this move down started here, right at the top, and it started moving down from here. So if you connect the downs, if you draw the whole movement, you can see where that's just saying I'm completely dead, you know? Now, I've always told you, remember I always use this thing that I use with the kids, right? Remember when we were kids, we used to draw on a piece of paper the sun in the right-hand corner, right? Here's the sun, and we would draw people on the ground and grass. Well, instead of the people, we have stocks, right? So off the open, after this, think of this. This hasn't happened yet. What's receiving all of the sun? All right? It's clear what's receiving all of the sun. This is receiving all of the sun. This is not receiving anything anymore. So basically, what this is saying is that none of this matters anymore. That what's absorbing all of everything, what should be absorbing all of your attention is this, sun being the attention. And so there's only one direction after that. All right? And it's boom. Now, would you say that that's violence? Yeah, you'd say that that's pretty much qualifies as violence, right? And would you say that violence makes everything disappear? Yes. So everything should be gone in your mind. There's no 200. See? There's nothing. So now, where is this going? Down. All right? Now, if we take a look at the 2-minute, this is an elephant or an elephant plus in your mind. What is that? Elephant plus. So let's create the plus. All right. So going down, guys, look, when you have an elephant bar going up, when you're looking at it going up, the plus part is here at the top, right? That's the plus part at the top, right? When you are looking at it from the top down, all right, when you're looking at the same bar from the top down, you must regard the plus part at the bottom because you're looking at it from the top down. Does this make sense? If you're looking at it from the bottom up, the plus part's at the top. All right. If you're looking at it from the top down, the plus part's at the bottom, right? So this stock is dropping, 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 dropping. Now we're looking at the elephant bar. Plus is here. The plus part is there. At what point does the elephant part break? That's your stop and reverse. You see? Because now the odds of coming back here are very slim. Very, very slim. Even a bounce is likely to fail. All right? Now remember, when you stop and reverse, nothing else matters. Like, it's not a question of what position, what moving averages are there, you know, is the 200 there? None of that matters. It's like you're stopping and reversing, right, without any of that mattering. The stop and reverse does not incorporate anything. It's an automatic, and the goal is to really get your money back on your stop and reverse. But remember, guys, every elephant plus bar is really two pieces. So here's an elephant, and a regular elephant bar you buy above the high, right? Or you buy above the high right there. This is what you buy right there. Boom. But if this piece, instead of happening over here, it happens on top, it's really the same. It's just happening sooner. Plus, plus, right? Richard just had an aha moment. Yeah, write it down. All right? And so the break of your reason is not the whole bar if it's an elephant plus. It's the break of the elephant. The elephant's really your reason. The plus is your entry. Does this make sense? All right. So where is your stop and reverse? Is it under the green or is it here? Is it 1 or is it 2? It's 1, yes. Now someone was saying, well, Oliver, isn't our stop under the, if we buy into the elephant bar plus, isn't our stop here? Yes, your stop is there, but your stop in reverse is higher. Now let's talk about that a little bit. When do you revert to the stop and reverse? Well, it depends on how you get there. If you get there violently enough, suddenly enough, powerfully enough, you then have to do the stop and reverse. If you drift there, you do the original stop, and that's not a stop and reverse. The stop and reverse must have some power to it, must have some extra velocity to it. It's just like, I don't know if you guys watch basketball, but you ever see somebody trying to go to the basket and make a hoop, and some guy flies through the air and swats the ball into the stands? Like, as if, get that junk out of here, right? Like, if you're being stopped out, like you're trying to go to the basket and something comes along and says, get that trade out of here. What are you doing? You know, and like it has to be like that. It can't be like it gradually move down to your stop. It's got to be violent, velocity, strong, powerful. And that is, well, I'm from Brooklyn, man. That is, it's subjective, guys. I understand it's subjective. But over time, you should understand what is a normal stop out and what is like, oh my God. And one of the key things is no follow through. That's one of the key things. Like you have this perfect bar that had zero follow through, and now you're being suddenly and violently eliminated. That should not happen. So this is a classic stop and reverse play in a way here. Yeah. Do you, Paul, you don't understand the difference between an elephant and an elephant bar plus, do you, Paul? You're too young. Yeah. Yes? Yeah. No, you don't have to look that up. I mean, I just briefly explained it to you. There's elephant bars. They're normal elephants. Okay? And then there's elephant plus bars that are actually bigger than an elephant. Right? That's an elephant plus bar. And so you want to be into elephant plus bars before they finish. This isn't, so the question is, you can just go down. And let me ask you this, Paul. Let me ask you this. Is that an elephant bar? Anybody, is that an elephant bar right there? Look at all your green bars to the left. Yes, that's an elephant bar. You see? So if that already qualifies as an elephant bar, and you would buy above the high of the elephant bar, right? Well, look at what's above the high of that. Now, does that make sense? You're buying there. At what point do you see that bar as an elephant? And then at what point does it go past the qualification of an elephant? Boom. You're buying in that plus territory, right? Okay. So I've always told you that if bars get big enough, you can split them in half, right? This is bar one. This is bar two. And so when you really drop here, you're breaking the top elephant bar. You're breaking the low of the top elephant bar, right? Richard is saying, well, what happens if we buy into this bar like you do, and we have orders all the way down the bar, and we get filled, boom, and this comes back. You're nicely profitable right there, by the way. And then we get slammed again. That should not be happening. I'd be killing this and going the other way. This move back up, the bar is nice, but it shouldn't be failing. It should go. If it fails again, that's not cool. Because now what you have is, here's your up move, here's your down move, here's your move back up, and there's your failure. All right? Makes sense, Richard? Okay. Yeah, so this move up was this move up is actually I like that move back up. That's confirming, for me, that's confirming the strength of the bar, but this is not.